Om Namah Shivaya. I am Professor rudramohapatra, an astrologer from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Today we will talk about two quite relative but yet different concepts of medical astrology: neurological diseases and psychiatric diseases. The purpose of making this video is one of the recent webinar I was present. So the presenter was making a little bit confusion between these two. Neurology, again under neurology is peripheral neurology and central neurology, and psychiatry is all about your mind. So do not confuse between the mind and brain. Brain is the hardware and mind is the software. So that's why I'm making this video. Caption: medical astrology. Subcaptions: neurological diseases and psychiatric diseases. You all know that I hardly come prepared for my videos. I don't read anything before to this. I don't write other things. Whatever comes to mind, I say. These are just the output of my continuous research. So there may be a little late of thinking and saying to you. Neurons is brain. Then if you see the neurological system, brains, then the spinal cord. Also peripheral neurological systems are there. So which are the planets we can assign to them? Central nervous system, Sun. Peripheral nervous system, Mercury. Fine. Talking of spinal cord, Sun. Talking of brain and other things, to many extent Mercury. But till then, the inner core of brain, other things are Sun. On the contrary, mind is Moon. Mercury and Moon are inimical, one way. One way inimical, two way inimical. One-sided love, both-sided love. These are two new terms for two-way inimical and two-way friendly. So these are completely different planets, and they will create different diseases for the person. Let's understand the neurological diseases very clearly first. Neurological diseases leading to paralysis, hampering of that spinal cord due to Sun. Now it's just vertebral column is Saturn. Vertebral column is Saturn. Joints, one after one, one after one. Bones, Sun. Joints, Saturn. Bone marrow, Mars. Sun, Saturn, Mars. Very strong, very well built body. Go for, you can check it. This is a very foolproof study. Sun, Mars, and Saturn strong, good bone, good joints. Additionally, let's not mix up planets. Sun, there is facial paralysis. That is just little like quivering paralysis. Peripheral nervous system, where your spinal cord and other core part of brain is not affected. That is not Sun. That is Mercury. Okay. The small paralysis is there. Completely bedridden paralysis, Sun. But peripheral nervous system is Mercury. Neurons. So are they different from each other? Hardly not. Hardly not, because medically hardly not. The same doctor will treat you. But if song is very strong, if your song is very strong, then you will not go for a very severe neurological disease like completely left side paralyzed. No, it will somewhere protect you from that. If Sun and Mercury, both of them are strong, then good. But Mercury is not strong, but Sun is strong, then maybe some peripheral nervous system will come. Let me finish this neurology, then we'll come for psychiatry. Let's not mix it up. You will say, sir, by age, neurological systems are obvious. Quivering and other things will come. Not always. The planet for industry is Saturn. Saturn will act as an anti-neurological problem for anybody. Saturn is activity. Saturn is also the vertebral column, also the joints. Saturn will act, not Mars. Mars has very less, I do not know, but almost no role in this. It's bone marrow. You can talk of cancer, other things, it will come, but no. Saturn is anti-neurological, but it is not directly contributing to any kind of neurological disease. It is Sun and Mercury. Saturn is very, very strong, that person will be industrious. So anti-neurological. If there will be activity, then it's like that. But it is like you have to see the Sun and Mercury. Additionally, you can see a little bit. But let's not again get into that. So this is, you see, the nervous system. So based on this affliction of these planets, you can see which part of the body will have this neurological disorder. I should not, I should take the name of one of my good friends, is Ramana, Supraja Raman, the grandson of Raman, who was giving a presentation in 2022 December, where I was present. 2 hours completely on medical astrology of cancer, possibly. It was mostly into data science. Very good presentation. Mostly highly advanced, very good presentation. And he was saying that exactly which parts of the body will detect that. Very good research. Anyway, similarly, if you see that there is some sensation are there, but it is not. Uh, it will not result in any kind of central nervous system diseases until and unless Sun and Mercury are not afflicted. Sun in the 6th house, Sun in the 12th house. Nervous problem. Very common. Same for Mercury also. See, combustion is not a very strong signification for disease. Yes, you will lose mostly some kind of no, this intangible thing you will not lose, like intelligence, no. But the tangible things, like in case of Mercury, like business, many problem. So even if Mercury is combust, not afflicted, do not think of this disease. Peripheral nervous system. Second, Lagna, 6 and 12. Yes, Lagnas should be afflicted, or Lagna should be afflicted for any person to become a disease. You all know it very well. Lagna with the 6th lord, always some kind of diseases. With 8th lord, little bit more chronic. With 12th lord, hospitalized. So beautifully arranged. 6, 8, 12. I say it's like 6, you have got cold and fever. In 8th lord, some association, you will fall into malaria, pneumonia. 12th lord association, you will go directly to the hospital. Scrub typhus. You will not get it cured. So if 12th lord, 8th lord, 6th lord association need to be seen for that, but this is what is neurology. You will say, sir, neurons are also muscles? No. If Mars is not strong, then your muscles will not be enhanced. But if Sun and Mercury are there, then neurologically you will be strong. There will be no, quivering, no sensation, other things like that. Purely physical. So you can say that yes, Sun is central, Mercury is peripheral, nervous system. These are all like physical disorders. Here, mind is not disturbed. Even nowadays, I have got this little bit quivering of left hand, but mind is stable. Now, come to the second part. That is psychiatric problems. One and only planet responsible for psychiatric problem is Moon. Yes, days of Purnima are horrible days in the lunatic asylums. You can find it. People are getting highly disturbed because that time Moon has got maximum impact. Amavasya, less impact on mind. Very good day for sadhana. So Moon. Neurology is not equal to at all psychiatry. So I told you in the beginning that little bit people are getting confused. No, no, there is nothing to confuse. You might have seen that Stephen Hawking, the great scientist, neurological problems, not psychiatry. Similarly, you must be neurologically very strong. Psychiatric problem, madness. We call it hysteria also, excessive madness. So lunatics. See, lunatics itself, the word luna is associated with here, moon. Moon is not afflicted in the chart, then that person will not suffer from serious diseases. Little bit afflicted, gloomy, more afflicted, depression, anxiety, highly afflicted, hysteria, madness. Psychiatric problem hardly do with neurological issues. Neurology is hardware, this is software. So do not ever confuse in diagnosing that. Moon in the 12th, depression, obvious. Any association with the 6th law or 8th law? Then little bit psychiatric. I'm taking pill. I mean, not me. I'm taking pill for my sleeplessness, other things. Moon in 6th, 8th, or 12th. Just look for it. Or moon is getting afflicted by Rahu, Ketu, or whatever. But it is Karaka is moon. There are certain yoga, you say this. Punarfu, they say that Saturn, moon. Two other words I am using here. Melancholy and nostalgia. Melancholy and nostalgia. Nostalgia is somebody always thinking of past. Melancholy is he is lonely. Both are moons. Nothing to do with your brain. Melancholy people, highly intelligent. Yes, intelligence is a kind of little bit psychiatry also. If you know that is the place where it is in between hardware and the software. So you can say no because one good research was conducted in the realm of Western astrology where they were saying that it is not Mercury but Moon should be strong for a student because Moon brings resilience. I got bad marks. Okay, come on. We will see it next time. If Moon is weak, you will go for suicide. So Moon is very necessary for this student learning also. That means they are adding this emotional intelligence to some extent. IQ, you know, that is Mercury. EQ is Moon, emotional quotient. EQ. IQ, intelligence quotient. Okay. Now let's see that which part of the body should we think that there should be a psychiatric problem or neurological problem. Head, Lagna. So Lagna is there. But is it like moon is afflicted somewhere, but Lagna is not afflicted? I mean, the first Lagna, the first house that represents your head, is not afflicted. It is mind, yes. It is mind. Mind has got, yes, it generates here, but it is getting activated everywhere. So there is no specific space for psychiatric diseases. Moon, if only getting afflicted, if Lagna is getting afflicted and Moon, no, is if Lagna is not afflicted but Moon is afflicted, then also psychiatry. But neurology you cannot say like that because head it is should need to be there should be some trouble. So Lagna should be afflicted like Papakattari, some malefic aspect should be there. So I'm not saying Lagna as a person. I'm saying if you see that how this house distribution is done for medical astrology, this is head, then ears, shoulders, chest, then upper stomach, lower stomach, like that. That's the way we proceed. And you have to see both the Kala Purusa and the Lagna chart. What if a person is, or can we say, neurological disorder is a kind of addition to psychiatric disorder or vice versa? No. So they are completely different. For psychiatric disorder, we look for moon, the sixth lord, Lagna, and 12th lord moon. If it is severely afflicted, then psychological issues. Nothing to do with sun and Mercury. Moon and Mercury good, sun afflicted. Direct accident is again Mars like that, but some injury, spinal cord hamper and paralysis. The purpose of making this video is medical astrology is not that easy as it appears to be. Medical astrology is the field of astrology where you can do maximum of your own research. Classics have said it, but again, compared to other topics, very less. Personally, Sarbartha Chintamani focused most on this medical astrology. Teeth disorders, spleen disorders are mentioned there, some shlokas. But long to go. New diseases. I have gotten publications you can see in my website that are asthmatic, are susceptible to COVID-19. Are asthmatic, are susceptible to COVID-19. You see that. So you have to see medical astrology in the perspective that you must be well aware of the diseases also. So if a person has not got this anatomical, not like doctors, before looking for any disease, you must have one little bit, not little bit, average study of human biology. Then only pinpointedly you can say. Which place, which like that. Or you can actually, the medical astrological chart should be in the term, it like, in a humanoid form, should be in a humanoid form, not in a circular form. In the head you write that is house number 1. In the shoulder, you like it is house number 2. Then in the chest, you have number 3, then 4, then 5. It should be in a humanoid forms, for your better understanding. I will not get in more into that. But the idea is when you don't have a good idea about the disorders, the body parts or the body organs affected, the symptoms, then medical astrology is void. Okay, so never mix up neurological diseases, that to peripheral and central, and psychiatric diseases. One thing more I need to add here is what is not a psychiatric disease and what is a psychiatric disease. There is a very thin line distinction. In case of neurology, is not like that. Neurology will feel the pain. It may no, but in psychiatry, that person is gloomy. Is it a disease or not? So you need a sharp tune. The range of affliction of moon or the intensity of affliction of moon. Moon is low afflicted, highly afflicted, or moderately afflicted. You have to see. Then only you can say. Melancholy, is it a psychological disorder or it is acceptable? Nostalgia, psychological disorder or acceptable? You see from the intensity of affliction of moon. If moon is not that much afflicted, then those things are okay for you. If highly afflicted, that melancholy may take you to asylum. You'll enjoy your loneliness. Over talkative. Psychiatry. So, uh, there is another thing which is known as psychology. You must be knowing it. So, psychology, I'm not talking of. Psychology is like the psychiatry side. I'm talking of this neurology and this psychology. The diseases, psychiatric diseases, I'm talking. Psychology is the behavioral things. Same moon. Neurology is your physical contour. Okay. So whenever we think of any disease, it is lagna must be weak. So you see the intensity of suffering. We are saying this neurological disease, lagna should suffer because that is head. Psychiatric disease may not always be. Mind is not the first house. No, no, it is moon. So these are few distinctions to see the neurological diseases and psychiatric diseases. Whenever you are predicting any kind of medical uh, issues, medical astrology is not about treating the diseases, it is about saying the type and timing of diseases. The type and timing of diseases. Jupiter in the sixth house will lead to your affliction of liver, or affliction means infection of liver or gallbladder during its dasa. See the dasa and see these things will happen. Similarly, this is a little bit, you can say jaundice. If it is in the eighth house, you can say cirrhosis. If it is in the 12th house, liver cancer. You suspect that. Similarly, you see the Karaka for cancer is also Rahu. So you have to see this. So medical astrology needs a very good idea of human biology and epidemiology. It's your disease type. So I have made some points. You know, I hardly come prepared for my videos. You can see from these videos, like I'm talking of neurology and psychiatry kind of things. Last videos I was saying about the Dhruma dosha impact. So those things are like, uh, which I say from my own experience. So I take a little bit more time to continue. So I apologize for that. Whenever I go for a PowerPoint presentation, it's quite formal and professional. Here it is like, more explanatory. And my videos are meant for persons, those who are into astrology already, not very new, because I say on the ancillary things, not the basics. So I am saying of this neurological psychiatric means I assume that you know how to see the organs, diseases from D1, D3, like that. Okay, if some more topics strike to my, what shall I say, mind or brain, then I will come up with that. If you have any suggestions, please write. I always say that I never say to subscribe my videos, but please share it. I never say to like my video. If you dislike it, is absolutely okay for me. Please write the reason for disliking. Somebody is saying that voice is not improving. I'm trying on this, dear, but yes, I'm trying. Like I'm using one good tripod and other things. But please share the video. Liking and disliking is your own choice. You may like it, you may not like it. That is your choice. You do it. I have no issue in that. Disliking means you say what? Like means it's understood. Sir, very, very good video. No need to write. No, sir, you made a mistake here. This is like this, or you should not say like this. So, those kind of criticism, dislike, acceptable always. In my whole life, I have learned this. It is always better to accept criticisms for your improvements rather to pep up with the baffling views. Okay, but I am not saying that you subscribe other things. If you like, automatically you will subscribe. If you dislike, please share it so that the video must reach to the maximum. Then people will like, dislike, whatever they do that, but please share it. So if Mahakala wants and Kala permits. One guy was asking, sir, why are you saying like this? Mahakala wants and Kala permits. In this world, whatever has been happening and will going to happen is decided. We are like the pawns in the chessboard. I should not think that I am doing it. The things are getting done by me. That is why I always respect the will of God and the strength of time or the power of time. So, even though I am a Saivite, but this is the basic philosophy. Uh, if you want to listen more from me, please say in the comment box. And you are also free to WhatsApp me your question. Because sometimes I also miss this comment on the YouTube. Yes, actually, I actually miss, but WhatsApp is also better. If you want to read my writings, please visit my website. There you will find it. So, thanks for watching me. Views are your personals, I'm not saying. So, when the time permits and God wants, we'll meet with another new video. Namaskar.